I'm not under duress. I haven't been kidnapped. I'm not being held captive somewhere. No one has a gun to my head. Men in black didn't come to my house. No one's forcing me to say this. No one bought me off. I'm not compromised, not a shill, and not working with anyone. Guys, I've decided on my own, without any coercion at all, and I stand by this, that the right thing for me to do is to submit to authority. Well, if this was a game of chicken, one of us is going to have to swerve, and I already know. They're driving a Mack truck and I'm driving a scooter. All right? Well, so I just want you to understand that it's nothing that anybody... like nobody came to my house with a gun and said, you got to stop. It wasn't, people thought, I got all kinds of messages last night and today. People thinking the FBI, with the solar observatory. No, none of that, guys. I made the decision on my own last night, talked about it with my wife, and I said, look, I'm going to go on tonight, and I'm going to submit to authority. I don't know what else to say. I'm submitting to authority. Oh, and by the way, after putting that message out last night, I received an extreme attack again online. All my pages attacked across the board. Go read the comments, go do all that stuff. So they're coming after me even after I submitted to them, guys. So I'm not confronting them. I'm not doing forecasting. I'm not doing anything now.
What's up, guys? It's Marf. It is September 17, 2018, and this is Marfugal News. Now, as many of you know, this is a viewer-powered channel. My viewers have been extremely concerned, and they sent me a link. What was in the link? Well, it was Dutchsinse, and it was an unlisted video. Not a private, not a deleted video, but an unlisted video that Dutchsinse put up for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. It only has 3,700 views, which for him, that's the first 5 minutes of a post. This half-an-hour video has absolutely no talk of seismic activity. It says over and over again, he says that he is quitting forecasting, not because he's been kidnapped or he's being forced or coerced, but in the same video, he repeats over and over again that he's being doxxed so hard, and he says it's not by normal trolls, but it's by civil defense. He says this is realer than you know. He says that him and his wife sat down and he said, we just have to stop. And his viewers are concerned. He says that his moderators are tired from all of the negativity coming into his streams, and people are saying, oh, don't worry about the trolls. He says these are not normal trolls. And it's just funny because I've spent a good part of my YouTube career trying to warn people about the Cascadia subduction zone. I've had Chris Goldfinger, one of the world's lead scientists on the exact subject. He has his own TED Talk. The really big one by the New Yorker was based on Chris's findings. And he has said that if the Cascadia subduction zone hit in the next 5 years even, or 10 years, which it's already 70 years overdue, it would devastate the entire country. We're not just talking about the West Coast being affected. And it's just odd because now, through all this seismic activity happening all over the world, now is the time that he has to quit forecasting earthquakes. When everywhere else in the Ring of Fire has had these gigantic earthquakes, and the West Coast, which is in the Ring of Fire, has had a few little ones. And the ones that did matter were all in the right place, right on the Cascadia. So what I'm asking you to do when you watch these clips, make sure you remember this is a human being on the other side. He says that they're not even going after the channel. They're personally going after him. He says he stands by his work. But he also says it's a very serious situation right now. He says he's going to continue until December 31st. For some reason, he says that he's made a promise because he did a fundraiser 2 years ago that he's going to go until that day and then he's done. We've already seen him transfer over to Twitch because he believed it was what was right to do. Well, I personally think something's going on. What do you guys think? Please leave it in the comments below. And please, after watching these clips, go over to his channel. I will leave the link below. Leave some positivity. You'll see right now, after the last couple videos, people have been going absolutely nuts in a good way. They have been supporting him. What he's doing is absolutely groundbreaking. They say it's impossible to predict earthquakes. But with the percentages that if any mainstream media actually looked, he's actually predicting these earthquakes. I've been hated for even supporting him, so I understand that he's telling the truth. Thank you guys. Take a peek.
It is. This is real life, guys. This is real life. As a matter of fact, it's more real than you could possibly imagine. And again, nobody has come and threatened me. And I hope it stays that way. But they basically have gone one step short of that. When you have civil defense and other, again, guys, civil defense. This isn't a troll. This is civil defense. Man, they have their finger. Civil defense in these countries talk. FEMA, civil defense, that's how high it is. Against one guy? I'm not some kind of superhero, guys, even though there's a picture drawn of me, one wearing a cape. That's a joke. That's a LOL. That's something funny. Me drawn wearing a cape like I'm some kind of superhero. No, guys, I'm not a superhero.